Welcome to the Fox Paddock, 1405 Mount View Road at Mount View. Just 2 hours from Sydney, 15 minutes into the vineyards of Becolban and restaurants of Mount View, and 15 minutes into Cessnock. Set on just over 50 acres of mostly usable land, probably 95% usable land. The Fox Paddock features a lovely timber homestead which has been completely just recently renovated. It has 3 large bedrooms, a very large living space with timber floors. We'll take a look inside in a moment, and it has this well manicured and well fenced house yard. Adjoining is a large Colorbond machinery shed, and then there's a household orchard which has many types of stone fruit, mulberries, citrus. You can see the land as we look around. It's mostly usable, as I've just said. There's a lot of really good fertile creek flats here. There's looking onto the neighbour. Cattle yards at the front. Very good grazing land for cattle, horses, or agricultural land for growing just about any type of vegetable or fruit tree. The soil, particularly around the house, is very deep red basalt soil. Continuing around the house, you can see these large established trees, the jacarandas and the cedar trees. They give lots of shade, lovely sort of outdoor seating areas by the homestead. There's also a handful of muscat table grapes there that are growing well in the backyard as well. Fire pit. The stars are just incredible. You got to see them to believe it. There's no light pollution here of an evening, so wonderful evenings can be spent here by the fire. Cattle yards are timber with a steel crush and comfortably handle the amount of cattle that run on this property. There have been up to 35 head of cattle run on this property in times past, but comfortably in most times, most seasons, this property will run, the Fox Paddock will run 10 breeding cows and a bull, plus their progeny. Currently there's a lot of feed on the property because it's a good season. It's kikuyu mostly, with paspalum and native grasses. This is one of 3 dams. This one has a spring in it. Neil Creek's on the property. This is one of them. On the banks here you have these magnificent old white cedar trees. This creek rarely runs, but it has a lot of really deep feed for cattle, horses, and also the native animals on the property. Looking back there, the hill paddock, which we'll drive up into now. It's a very open paddock where, once again, it's got lots of vegetation. Once again, folks, these beautiful cedar trees. The second creek running round to this big paddock, big open paddock. You can see those Angus heifers there grazing just by the second, the smallest dam. Nice, clean, good, open grazing country. Nice spot to camp here as well. And then another paddock at the rear. This creek's not always got water in it or running. Through the drought it was dry, but now that we've had some good rain, it's running again. And also a couple of native grass trees you can see just by the top paddock. Smallest dam on the property where the cattle are watering here this afternoon. The property has 3 dams in total. This is the smallest. So every paddock has water. Looking back under the hill towards the back boundary of the property at the Fox Paddock. We're now on the back boundary, up on the top hill at the Fox Paddock. Here we can see the far paddock across the creek there as well. There's probably about 4 to 5 acres in that paddock. Back down to where the cattle are watering at the moment. And we're probably looking at about probably half of the property from up on this ridge. As you can see, other than the shade trees on the creeks, it's all clean, all cleared, and most of the soil is very, very rich. Ranges from those alluvial creek flats where there's some red basalt around the house up onto the ridges we're standing on now, and plenty of feed. Here at the back paddock, behind the house, you see the kangaroos are pretty used to people here. There's a family of kangaroos that live here most of the time. And then, once again, the back paddock with a rear boundary where the timber is. At the front of the house, nice wide timber veranda, some almost 3 meters wide, which is perfect for dining outdoors. You got a nice wide long table on there, a day bed. Take advantage of the views. The homestead has this very large central living space with tall cathedral ceilings, Oregon beams painted in white. The floors are all Australian blue gum hardwood. The kitchen is Australian hardwood and has been hand painted. The stone tops, plenty of cupboards, and offers a lovely view through the cedar window into the back garden. As we come around, the windows at the front are also cedar, and there's a French door on the entrance door. This is a very large, open, living, dining kitchen space, folks. A slow combustion fire for the winter, and there's air conditioning in this room as well. We come inside to the master bedroom. The master bedroom is approximately 7.6 meters long, and once again has these French doors at the front. Quality carpets have just been laid throughout the house and all the bedrooms. There's a very large cedar window that takes advantage of the view there as well. And then back to those cedar entrance doors, which are hand painted. This would ideally suit a flat or a private apartment for maybe if two families had the property. We come into the ensuite. The ensuite has a timber vanity with marble top. Brand new shower, reveal and frameless shower. Subway tiles, and then the tiles on the floor are these hand-painted cement tiles. Come back through into the main living space again. Off the main living space, there's another set of French doors out onto the back veranda. It's not as wide as the front veranda, but it is still very wide. It's about 2.2 meters wide, and the laundry, external laundry, is off that as well. And we come into the main bathroom. The main bathroom has the same vanity. Just turn my light on there. Same vanity, painted in domino, which is the same as external colour of the house. Subway tiles, floor-foot bath. Once again, the hand-painted cement tiles on the floor. Shower, reveal and frameless shower screen. Coming back out, folks, into bedroom 2. Bedroom 2 has French doors again, new carpets, It's a double size room. It's about 3.6 by 3.6 meters wide, and it has built-in wardrobes through to bedroom 3, which also has built-in wardrobes, and it's once again about 3.6 by 3.2 meters. So large bedroom as well, and with the robes and with the view out into the back garden. Once again, folks, out into this main, very large living space, which takes advantage of the view and spills out onto the wide verandas at the Fox Paddock. If you're looking for a better life, then here it is at the Fox Paddock. Grazing, growing, just relaxing, living, camping, plenty of places to ride, plenty of places to relax and really enjoy your life. We've owned this property for the last 24 years, and now it's time to sell, unfortunately. Your opportunity for a new life at the Fox Paddock.